Good morning, students. I welcome you all to yet another interesting lesson of Unit 3, which deals with your writing skill. Today, we are going to learn about a very new concept that is mind mapping. Now, what is mind mapping? And along with that, we are also going to learn about do schools really kill creativity? Now, before I move on, I would like to ask you think about the title mind mapping. Now, how can mind and map be related? So, my dear students, it is just another topic like you have learned about note making, about summary writing. Similarly, mind mapping is a new topic and a new concept that you are going to learn in your 12th standard. Now, our mind is very attentive, and when we try to recall a certain thing, now, for example, if I ask you social media, what are the things that comes to your mind immediately? जब मैं सोशल मीडिया ये वर्ड आपको यूज करती हूँ तो आपके दिमाग में कौन सी चीजें आती है? व्हाट्सएप, इंस्टाग्राम, ट्विटर, स्काइप, चैटिंग, वीडियो कॉलिंग, वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग, etc etc. Now when these things come to your mind, it not only comes in spelling. What you remember, or what you remember is the icon or the symbol, isn't it? So mind mapping is nothing but it is just the idea of your mind to recall and recreate things, visualize things. Now, why do we use mind mapping, or what is the use of mind mapping? For that reason, now whenever you are listening to a lecture, now you are attending a seminar, and you have to take down important notes of that seminar, what are you going to do? Are you going to write down each and every sentence of the speaker? No, we just take down the important points and the keywords of the seminar, so that it helps us to understand and recall better. So today in this lecture we are going to learn what is mind mapping, how to do mind mapping, what are the benefits of mind mapping. Mind mapping is very interesting, my dear children, especially for students of your class. Now, you are in class 12. You have to learn a big syllabus. You have to keep in mind a lot of things. You have to memorize a lot of things. When you make notes, when you are studying a particular chapter, say about chemistry, about biology, or about accounts, when you're reading that chapter, simultaneously you have to start taking notes of your own. Now, when you take notes, you have to keep in mind that you don't have to write each and every sentence. So to remember it, and later on when you are going to learn it, whenever you're going to memorize it, what will be helpful is the notes that you have made. You have to bring those notes before your eyes, and your entire chapter will come before your eyes at a click. So you have to keep the habit of making such notes, about making such mind maps. Okay, now why is mind map used? Mind maps are used, especially it's a term or a technique used in management study. Whenever you are studying, students like you, whenever you study, you can make use of these mind maps. These are the tools that enable you to visually structure your ideas. अपने हमारे दिमाग में जो आइडियाज हैं उनको स्ट्रक्चर करने के लिए माइंड मैप्स बहुत जरूरी है. जब आप एक कोई कंसेप्ट समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, आप कुछ सीख रहे हो, तो व्हेन इट गोज इनटू आवर माइंड, it does not stay there for long like words. Our mind visualizes it into objects, into icons, and it is beneficial for us for our further to keep it in our memory for a longer period. Now let us move on and learn something more about mind mapping. Do schools really kill creativity? For this topic, we are going to learn how to do mind mapping. Now, what is a mind map? A mind map is a representation of information in graphical form, especially in the form of a diagram. Now, it is nothing but a diagram that we make out of the text that is given to you. आप जब एक पैराग्राफ पढ़ते हो या आप एक पेज पढ़ते हो तो उसको जब आप अपने दिमाग में रखने के लिए you turn it into a tree diagram. Now, for example, if you are learning about about a family tree of a king or a kingdom, so it's very easy for you to make a flow chart out of it and remember it. Now, this is in the hierarchical form, which shows relationship among various elements. And mind mapping is very useful for transmitting information into and out of your brain. Now, this picture in front of you is a mind map. It's an example of mind map. Now, when you look at this map, now in the center, this health is the main idea of that's the topic of our mind map. That is health. Now, there are some subtopics for that. Now, what are the things that affect health? Sleep, stress, diet, help, and exercise. These are the four main points. And then what comes out of it are the sub points of that. Okay, try to see this map and try to understand what are we trying to convey through this mind map. This mind map is particularly an example of how to make a mind map. Okay. So these are the different types of mind maps that you have to make. It's a flow map. Then this is also another type of flow map, brace map, a tree diagram form of a circle map, a bubble map, or a double bubble map. Okay, these are the things that you have to use when you are making your tree diagram. Now, this is the activity that is given in your icebreakers on page number 141. Now, they have asked you one question that complete the given blank spaces, and the topic is preparing for your exam. How will you prepare for your board exams? And they gave you only one, reading the textbook thoroughly. And other bubbles, other clouds, you have to fill on your own. Now, what immediately comes to your mind when you think of your board exams that are approaching? Yes, not only reading the textbook, but preparing notes, solving the previous year's papers, doing your assignments on time, time management, self-study and practice. Some more points, if you will add here, they would be like taking care of your health in a proper manner, proper diet, okay, systematic timetable of your study that you're going to do, etc., etc., etc. This is what we called as a mind map. Isko hum bolte hain mind map. Okay, these things remain in your mind for a longer time when it comes to your content. Okay, this was just an example. Now, if I tell you what is this is a type of mind maps that any one of the form you can use. If you want to select a bubble map, the one we did is a kind of a bubble map. Now, for example, now they have given you an example of Sir Ken Robinson. And Sir Ken Robinson has given, there's a paragraph in your textbook. Out of that paragraph, this is how a mind map is created. This is the main topic, Sir Ken Robinson's claim. This is the center of the idea. This is the first, this is the key point of the main topic of the mind map. These three that are given next to that. These are the sub points of the main topic. Now, as we move on, with that we come to an end of today's PPT. Now, let us move on and let us come back to the main topic. Why and how, who formed the mind map? Tony Buzan is a British author and a psychologist. He was the inventor of mind map. He is the first person who came up with the concept of mind map. Now, mind map is nothing but it creates a visual structure of idea in your mind. And human mind remembers diagrams, images, connectors, and connections for a longer time. Now, what are the uses of mind map? हमको ये mind map क्यों सीखना है? It is very useful for you to explore new ideas, to take down notes. Now, especially because as a student, mind mapping is very important. आप जब स्टडी कर रहे हो या आप कोई सेमिनार के नोट्स लिख रहे हो, ऐसे लिखते समय, कोई चीज मेमोराइज करते समय, आप कोई चीज लर्न कर रहे हो, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ मगिंग अप, if you write down the key notes or the main points, you can elaborate it later in your examination. Okay, then for if you're making a presentation, even there mind map is very important. If you're studying for an examination or a viva, or you are making any group project, it is very important for you in that time when you can use the concept of a mind map. Okay, now how can you make a mind map? Now, how do you make a mind map? Now, in the very beginning, the main first step for creating a mind map is that you have to decide in what format you are going to make a mind map. You can make it in the form of a tree diagram, you can make it in the form of a cloud, the one that we saw about your board exams. So first thing is that you have to decide the topic or the central idea of your mind map. Write it down in the center of your page. जो टॉपिक आपने सिलेक्ट किया है या आप जिसके ऊपर माइंड मैप बनाने वाले हो, उसको आपको पेज के एकदम सेंटर में लिखना है. ओके, दैट इज अ सेंट्रल आइडिया ऑफ योर माइंड मैप. आफ्टर दैट, व्हाट आर द points that comes to your mind, or what are the sub points of that mind map? Now, for example, if I have to give you one example, what are the factors of population? If you have to make a mind map on that, so the center of the page you have to write down factors of population growth. Then you have to just put lines or arrows, or you can make bubbles out of that, and you have to write in that cost of education, good health facility, migration, government policies, economic growth, and social norms. This is one example that I have given you about mind mapping. Now, after writing the topic in the center, you will go on writing the sub points by making branches to that main point. Now, if there are more points to that, if there are more points to the subtopic, that means if the sub point also has a sub point, जैसे अगर सब पॉइंट में भी अगर आपको इलैबोरेट करना है, उसमें भी अगर आपको टाइप्स बताने हैं, देन यू कैन गो फॉर सब ब्रांचेस और टेरिटरी ब्रांचेस. Now, after making a mind map, आपने जब mind map बना लिया, तो आप इसको use कैसे करोगे? How are you going to use it, or how it is going to be helpful for you? You can make it colorful. You can use different colors to make your mind map attractive, because that is going to help, and that is going to be very useful for you, and it will stay in your mind for a longer time. Okay, so these are the 5 steps that I told you how to make a mind map. Now, for the non इंग्लिश मीडियम स्टूडेंट्स, हमको एक पैराग्राफ दिया जाएगा और उस पैराग्राफ को हमको अंडरस्टैंड करना है, एंड वी हैव टू मेक अ माइंड मैप फॉर दैट पैराग्राफ. In your given textbook, let us move on to your textbook. Okay, they have given us a paragraph about a girl who is and about that girl, and you have to ask, and we have been asked to make a mind map out of that. And it says that Robinson cites the example of a young girl called Gillian Lynne, who at the age of 8 was already viewed as a problem child. Now we are dealing with an example. हम एक example solve करेंगे mind mapping का right now in this virtual classroom. I am on page number 142, and you have to keep your textbook before you, and you have to read along with me that I am reading. So this is an example, a real example of a girl called Gillian Lynne. When she was 8 years old and she was admitted in the school, the teachers thought that this girl was a problem child. She had some mental disorder, or she was not a normal child. When her mother sought a medical explanation of Gillian's constant fidgeting and lack of focus. Now, this girl, Gillian, was unable to sit properly in one place for a longer time. This girl found it really difficult to concentrate and to do anything properly at a given time. You know, when you're sitting in the class, it is very important for you to sit properly, to pay attention, and to do all things at the given time. You have to follow the discipline and you have to sit. But Gillian found it very difficult to sit in proper place and behave in a proper manner. When she was taken to a doctor to seek medical help, the doctor later found out that she was a really talented dancer. Okay. And today, at the age of 92, this personality, Gillian, she is not sick. Today, when we look at her career, she has a long career of ballet dance and music theater, which saw her become one of the world's most successful choreographers. Okay. Now, this child who was termed as not fit or abnormal, she went on to become one of the finest choreographers of Hollywood. Now, below that is given the mind map of Gillian Line. And in 5 points, the entire paragraph has been summarized. How will you make a mind map of this topic or on this paragraph? Now, I have read out a paragraph to you. मैंने आपको एक paragraph, एक extract पढ़ के सुनाया about Gillian Line. And you have to make a tree diagram. I'm sorry, you have to make a mind map of that. You can make it in the form of a cloud chart. You can make it in the form of a tree diagram. You can make it in the form of a flow chart as well. Okay. So what will you write? It is given in your textbook. The first sub point was there: young girl at the age of 8 with as a problem student, considered as a problem student. She is not declared as a problem student. She was considered to be a problem student. Why? Because second, it was she had an inability to sit and concentrate. Third, her mother took her for medical explanation. Now, when you look at this mind map, what do you understand? First point, कहीं पे भी पूरे sentences use नहीं किए गए हैं. You have to use only the keywords for highlighting the importance or to tell us about that point. Now, as it is written there, medical explanation or medical help, there is no need for you to write the entire sentence that Gillian Lyne's mother sought medical help from the doctors because of the teacher's complaint. Okay. So similarly, you have to make several mind maps, and I hope that I have explained it to you very well and in a very beautiful manner about what a mind map is. In your textbook, there are 3 to 4 mind maps that have been given. Try to solve that. It is better than doing note making. It is simpler, it is easier for us to remember. Okay. So look at the textbook, read the text properly, go through the text again in a proper manner. When you understand what a mind map is, when you understand what are the uses of mind map, it would be really helpful for you, my dear children, because you are at a point where you have to summarize and memorize a lot of things. A huge, a vast syllabus is there before you, and when the exam comes, you all panic. So right now, when you're planning, right now, when you're preparing, make a proper strategy, make a proper way of your studies. And when you study a particular chapter, if you use the concept of mind map, if you make those points clear chapter wise, if you make a mind map, really it would be very helpful for the last minute revision that you are going to do before your exams. Okay, rather than reading the entire chapter, you don't have that much time. उतना समय आपके पास उस वक्त नहीं होता है कि आप एन तावर पे पूरा टेक्स्ट बुक का चैप्टर रीड करो. अगर आपका पॉइंट्स रेडी है, if you have made mind maps like that, if you have colored it, underlined it, and properly if you have made the mind map, you don't have to worry about anything. And the mind map is really a simple way of putting a lot of ideas in a proper structure manner. Okay, because human mind understands or remembers these symbols and these diagrams for a longer time, and it is helpful for us also to understand what we are doing. Okay, so quickly I will recap. I will just give you the 5 points how we have to make a mind map. First, what we learned in this chapter is why and what is a mind map. Okay, why do we need mind map? I've given enough of explanation of how and why we need a mind map. Steps is what I would recall very quickly for you again. First, you have to decide on what topic you're going to make the mind map on. That topic would be the central idea of your mind map. You have to write down that topic at the center of the page. Then, after that, what are the words or ideas that come to your mind, the sub points of that? You have to write that. That means just as a tree which has some main branches, and those branches break out into twigs. So those twigs or those small sub branches, we will call it as the tertiary branches. The branches that comes out, the new branches that break from the bigger branch. They are the sub points of your branches. So in the next video and the next part, we are going to deal with some exercises. We are going to deal with some examples that will help us to understand what a mind map is. Okay, so read the text properly and understand what and how it is to be done. If you have any points, if you have any queries that you haven't understood, you can get back to us on the WhatsApp group and we will solve your doubts there. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you understood the mind mapping.